For 15 years, Mid-Continent Research for Education and Learning was involved with providing education and public outreach services for NASA's Genesis mission. For Cosmic Chemistry, we combine that experience and those curricular materials along with what we've learned through best practices in summer learning to develop a brand new approach for students to learn chemistry in the summer.
As we go through the wind shears and encounter the transonic buffet.
What makes Cosmic Chemistry unique is the fact that we involved real NASA scientists and engineers from the Genesis mission to make the content come alive for students and provide a real-world context.
Somebody want to help her get this tucked in the back?
Students were excited and motivated throughout the program. They participated in hands-on activities, they were inspired by practicing scientists and engineers, and they learned a great deal about not only chemistry but the universe in general.
As it goes down, they have to fuse together to get bigger.
Students came away from our program with a firm understanding of the fundamentals of chemistry. This served them well as they went into their high school chemistry class. But not only that, they learned how to communicate with their peers and communicate with adults in a way that gave them confidence so that they learned the content and the skills needed to be successful in their future career endeavors. McREL offers the 2-week Cosmic Chemistry curriculum free of charge for any teacher that would like to implement this fantastic summer program. Beyond the curriculum, McREL offers fee-based professional development, support, and evaluation services to help ensure a smooth, successful implementation of the Cosmic Chemistry program. Now, let's take an in-depth look at this stellar program in action.
This program we have planned for you is hopefully going to open your eyes to the excitement of chemistry.
I'm expecting to get out of this program like a beginning step towards chemistry and more information about chemistry.
I was shocked that he wanted to even come to the summer chemistry class.
The students are not in a traditional summer school format. It's more like being at summer camp.
We're going to have activities that will help build that background knowledge for you so that when you're sitting in chemistry next year, you'll say, wait a minute, I have some experience with this, I have some confidence.
You'll learn things that'll be useful later on. And maybe you'll be inspired to take a harder job you never would have thought of.
You might also call this things you just got to know if you want to be a rocket scientist.
You can be encouraged by that challenge and use it to realize your potential.
I was just astounded at how much he'd learned in just 2 weeks.
Cosmic Chemistry is a summer science learning program for students, not only to deepen and broaden their understanding of chemistry, but also to give them the opportunity to work in teams and also to do some research and to present their findings.
And what's so great about Cosmic Chemistry is that it's taking this typically missed opportunity of the summer months and focusing on building assets.
It's going to prepare these students for taking chemistry this year because instead of spending 3 or 4 weeks reactivating that background knowledge on what are ions and what are isotopes in the periodic table, they spent this 2 weeks during the summer doing that.
So I can be better prepared like in my 10th grade year at the starting, so I can have a step ahead of other students in the class.
And so hopefully they'll actually be able to help the students around them when they go into chemistry figure out what these things are with the examples and the hands-on experience they've had through Cosmic Chemistry. We're going to talk about how small that stuff really was that we got back from the Genesis mission. I think in one of the videos we watched earlier this week it said it amounted to like a few grains of sand.
At the beginning of Cosmic Chemistry on day 1, I had students say, why is it called Cosmic Chemistry?
They have the opportunity to interact with NASA scientists.
They get to research and get introduced into like an inquiry-based setting about the Genesis mission and how it collects the solar wind.
And the students found, oh, if I'm going to relate it to Genesis, I also have to relate it to elements, and I also have to relate it to chemistry, solar winds, and they found that everything was connected.
The basic things are the math, the geometry, the algebra, the calculus, and even things beyond that you just need to know in order to be able to just understand the language that engineers and scientists use to communicate with each other.
And they got to see an actual scientist. She showed pictures from the mission when she was putting together Genesis mission, and then she was in there in person, and the kids actually got to try on a suit that the scientists for the Genesis mission actually wore.
This gives them the motivation and the encouragement to challenge themselves.
So to have something as high quality and rigorous as cosmic chemistry is really unique.
Rocks tell stories if you can analyze them.
The other thing I really appreciate about the program is introducing students to real-world applications of chemistry.
They saw how chemistry relates to geology, and it relates to astronomy, and it's relating to all of them, and so they understand that chemistry is important for a different science I may want to go in.
So not only is it applicable for careers and how chemistry is applied, it's also one of those questions that kids have about, how did the solar system form?
We have ignition, and we have liftoff of NASA's Genesis spacecraft on a mission to retrieve a piece of the sun.
To come work at a cool place like NASA, doing cutting-edge research and development and building, scientists and engineers have to not only have great technical skills, but they really also need to be able to communicate well.
In the rocket science business, we don't work off by ourselves all the time. We get together, we collaborate, we talk to each other, we have study groups.
Cosmic chemistry does give students that opportunity to not only learn science in a fun and supportive setting, but also to learn some good communication skills by working in teams and also presenting what they've learned.
Oh wow! And then that's our demonstration of a supernova, having the elements fly out.
It was just really fascinating to hear him talk in there, how he really explained what he'd been learning over the 2-week period, and it stuck with him.
And we're very proud of all of them and look forward to, as I told a couple of them, to seeing them at Harvard someday.
Knowing math and science make life easier.
I think it'll help a lot as he picks his courses in the future.
So I think it was a great opportunity for him to build some just some confidence within himself, with the information that's out there, and give him a better understanding of what future interests he might have.